So today we'll be talking about Paolo Coelho. He's an author, Brazilian author, and published a lot of wonderful novels, right? I love reading him. He's very poetic, and literally you can flow through some of his novels like effortlessly. Paulo Coelho was born 1947 in Rio, and his journey is sort of a testament to the perseverance and the faith and following one's life's dreams, whatever they may be, right? And how he followed his own dreams, I think, is very interesting as well. His life essentially early on, his parents wanted to pursue law, a career in law, but Coelho harbored like a deep passion for writing, right? And that's where his heart followed. And basically, it's wonderful that we have somebody like Coelho composing all these novels, and it's amazing poetry style, prose style of novels that you can get through all of his works, essentially. So Coelho did not have very good childhood, since there was a tussle going on between his parents and him. They wanted him to pursue a law career, and he wanted to pursue art and writing. So that essentially was sort of building up something within him, and it was an experience that he later credited all of his writings to the nature of what he went through, his experiences, and also a lot of complexities of any human mind. We are individuals, and each one of us have our own individual mind, and our experiences shape us. And his writings are sort of a testament to that. So in his 20s, Coelho dropped out of law school and embraced a life that would seem to take him around the world to different places. He traveled through South America, North Africa, Mexico, and Europe, and you can see it in his style of writing. And this kind of was influenced also by the hippie movement that was going around in the 1960s, 1970s, all over the world. People think that it was only one corner of the world, but this hippie theme was going around the world, and it was influencing Coelho as well. He worked as a songwriter in Brazil, and he collaborated with various musicians, but kind of his restless spirit was still there, and he wanted a deeper meaning that he was interested in pursuing, and that drove him. Essentially, he began his spiritual journey, and that sort of brought that twist in his life when he visited Santiago de Compostela, a pilgrimage that you take to this place in Spain, and you can take multiple routes. And I'll be doing a different a separate video on Santiago de Compostela as well. It's an amazing place, and I had a wonderful experience. Me and my wife had a wonderful experience at this place as well. So that experience profoundly influenced his perspective in life and destiny. So it was sort of a catalyst for Coelho, inspiring him to pursue his true passion and his calling as a writer, and exploring sort of what humans going through the different experiences, what happened, and their journey. That's what he captures in a lot of his novels. And today we'll be talking about one of the most acclaimed novels, which is The Alchemist, and it's a beautiful read. So the novel is philosophical and explores the themes of destiny and what do we need to do to follow personal dreams, and how there is an interconnectedness of all things, literally. And that's the heart of the story. And another big piece and the heart of the story is Santiago. He's a young Andalusian shepherd who yearns to travel in search of real material and worldly treasures, right? And he kind of wants to get all of that, as extravagant as anybody has ever found. And he's a shepherd dreaming of getting all this material pleasure, right? And the treasure that he's wanting. So he sleeps with the book at his pillow. So that's how poetically Paolo Coelho writes about it. That's the beginning of the journey. So the journey itself that Santiago embarks upon leads him to riches of different kinds and far more satisfying, right, than he ever imagined, rather than the material pleasures that he was dreaming of. So his adventures begin when there is a recurring dream that he keeps seeing and promising him of a hidden treasure located beneath the base of Egyptian pyramids. So he has to make up his mind to pursue that journey, and in that he sells off like all his sheep and then embarks upon this journey. And he's also encouraged by a mysterious king who keeps appearing in the form of an old man, right? And after he has sold everything, he has nothing left of him as a shepherd except that experience of what he was a shepherd to begin with. And then he sets off on a journey towards Egypt. So along the way, a lot of things happen, and these include like the king itself, like Melchizedek, who speaks to him of personal legends, and a crystal merchant under whom Santiago learns a lot of things, and he brings this business of the crystal merchant to prosper while he's working there. So it's very nice to read how this young Santiago is so passionate about even working, and he builds up the business of this crystal merchant, trying to suggest we'll do something like this and this. It will be more attractive to the tourists who are coming here, and that shows the importance of perseverance. And there is an Englishman who teaches him about alchemy, and alchemy is like mix different things, right? Chemistry. In that, he sells off like all his sheep and then embarks upon this journey. And he's also encouraged by a mysterious king who keeps appearing in the form of an old man, right? And kind of a term. So as Santiago travels across the Sahara Desert of Egypt, he also encounters Fatima. And she's a woman who lives around the oasis, and there is a tribe that lives around this oasis. And despite his strong feelings for her, Santiago wants to continue on his journey to find his material treasure. He wants to follow his personal legend, and Fatima also encourages him to do so. So that is the importance of a partner, and she says, "My love will not impede you on your pursuing the personal dreams, and I will support it." So that's the core of The Alchemist, is the idea of pursuing your personal legends as an individual destiny or a life purpose that is both a gift, and there are a lot of challenges that one will come across. And that's what Santiago learns, that to achieve his personal legend, he must listen to his heart, recognize the omens and the different obstacles that he will run in the path, but still follow his dream, no matter what. So he discovers ultimately that the treasure he was searching for was not to be found in the pyramids of Egypt, right? And but it is within himself, and the journey itself to understand and realize that the personal legend was sort of his quest, and that quest he's satisfied. So that's how this novel kind of progresses, essentially. So The Alchemist itself is sort of a timeless tale, right? And it can resonate with anyone. It blends magic, wisdom, and wonder into this tale of self-discovery. So you will be, after reading this novel, you will ponder and think, what's your sort of personal legends that you want to go after? And Coelho kind of is, in his narrative, teaches us that journey is the treasure itself, and the importance of listening to our hearts and understanding our dreams. And that's what the personal legends are, nothing but the soul of the universe. So it's basically like, if you are desiring something really and it's your personal dream, it will happen, because the universe is consulting in helping you to achieve making it happen. Right, and then The Alchemist is very, it resonated particularly with me, and it has resonated to so many readers across the globe. And I would encourage sort of everyone to go and read this particular novel, and I'm sure you'll get something out of it. Each reader gets something different, because it is all based on our own experiences, right? And I would encourage everybody to go and read. And the novel itself encourages everyone to pursue their dreams. So the second novel I want to, it's stark contrast, right? But still, it is more related to pursuing something. So 11 Minutes, that's another novel by Paolo Coelho. And Paolo Coelho essentially has written this story which revolves around the life of Maria. And she's a young woman from a small town in Brazil. And she has various encounters with love, and is sort of is mired in illusion when she encounters these loves and the promises that people make. And seeking adventure, she moves from a small town to Rio in search of a better life. And but her dreams take an unexpected turn when she encounters a person who is so loving and takes her to Geneva, Switzerland, where she unfortunately falls into the world of prostitution. And despite the profession, she finds herself continuously dreaming about finding true love. And that's what she is in search for, right? And that's what her quest is. And 11 Minutes, it's sort of an interesting title as well. 11 minutes, as to what Maria refers to, is the average duration of interaction that she has, or experiences with her clients, like the total duration she experiences with her clients. And her clients are various different characters get introduced in the novel. So it kind of it's symbolizing how physical relationships are often reduced to mere transactions. 10 minutes is sort of making the reader think that how we all are just going after physical relationships, and in the end they end up as mere transactions, and they are devoid of any emotional connection in the world. So it's more than the tale of Maria, right? And as a sex worker, reading the title and some initial introduction, people would think maybe it's not such a good read, but it is indeed. It's a profound exploration of love, sex, and the quest of personal freedom, and how does every individual want to fulfill it. And in this journey of Maria, she encounters and tries to understand about love and sex as well. So among them, one of the characters is a young painter who sees her in a different light, right, than anyone else, challenging her perceptions about herself and inspiring her to seek a deeper and more spiritual connection. She has a very interesting encounter with this young painter as well. So Coelho uses Maria's story to explore sort of the different complexities of human nature, the societal constructs that we have around sex. There is a lot of tabooness when she has to go and visit her family as well back in the small town, right? And it's sort of an universal quest of happiness and meaning in life that a lot of humans strive for, right? So it's a narrative that weaves together different themes of liberation, self-discovery, and transformative power of love. And it's a reflection on the human capacity to find the strength, essentially, and the courage to go and fight for our own, in the search of meaning in life, and that personal conflict that one has to undergo to follow one's heart, essentially. So it's the different relationships and how we really interact in the society and so on. So it invites the reader to understand how every human encounter, every other human we encounter here in the world is desiring for a deeper meaning in life. That's the ultimate truth, essentially. So we need to understand it from that perspective. So that's what this novel encourages a reader to do. So we need to try and understand somebody else's perspective, the way they think and so on. It may be due to they are in search of a meaning because of their own experiences. So there are other novels by Paolo Coelho. I have read all of them. They're sort of very short. Short meaning like about 200 pages on average, I would say. Mesmerizing and Veronica Decides to Die is also really an amazing novel. The Pilgrimage, Witch of Portobello. I will put together a video covering other novels as well. And on the River Piedra, I sat down and wept. That's another one I enjoyed completely. Warrior of Light, this is what Paolo Coelho kind of encounters this person who he has to kind of meet and then take off somewhere, right? So the Valkyries is the biker, it's about the bikers. So that's an amazing novel as well.